welcome to QuestJunkiesUK. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and we are brought to you by the kind support of CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Trollord Games, and Nathrax 3D Minis. Look out for your chance to win in our fabulous giveaways. Check the session for today's giveaway. And, of course, you can get yourselves a lovely discount over on their homepages using the coupon codes that will pop up in chat. Do not miss this amazing stuff. CZRPG with their beautiful encounter design, maps, a fantastic Patreon for you to join. Phoenix Dice, their incredible, sustainably produced, recycled packaging and everything. The wonderful Click-Clap Math Rocks, do check them out. Trollord Games with their incredible Castles and Crusades original system and lots of D&D content as well. And the beautiful 3D printed and beautifully painted, if you wish, minis of Nathrax 3D Minis. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Please check them out and let them know that the Odyssey sent you. Now, let us also say a huge thank you to the wonderful people over at Sirenscape. Amazing music and sound effects for your games, and just makes the whole experience a completely different level. Check them out, stuff for D&D, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, other game systems, board games, science fiction, fantasy, everything you need. Link in chat for your chance to get a free trial of this amazing product. Now, let's get into the session. To adventure! Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the Sword Coast, not the Underdark, because we are in that little intermediate middle section of Out of the Abyss where you're actually on the surface, and it is a massive hi hello to all of these wonderful players down here. Thank you so much for joining us, Sam and Mike and Buns and Scary Void. Who will be Stephen in a moment. Absolute pleasure to have you here as always, my friends. And a big hello to everyone over there in chat. How you doing? I see a Pixie. Hey Pixie, good luck with the giveaway. I see a Daisy. Hey Daisy, how's it going? And Phantom, my friend, how's it going? Turbo 2, hello. Trouble in Lurkwood is worse than lurking in Troublewood, indeed. Okay, so, how's the music? How noisy are you? Calm down, music, calm down. Alright, so yes, my friends, here we are back for our fantastic adventures here on the surface. They have escaped from the Underdark for a brief moment. They are travelling to the nearby Dwarven citadel to warn them of the troubles that are rousing up from the depths of the abyss and endangering the entire material plane. But on the way, they stop by a wedding. We shall jump into that in just a second. As that handsome fellow said just before, we are brought to you by all of those wonderful people over there. First and foremost today with our lovely giveaway from CZRPG. We caught Christian in a generous mood this week. He's giving away his urban and rural encounter bundle. A big bundle, a ton of maps in there, all sorts of good stuff. So good luck in the giveaway, everyone. I hope that you are able to get that and use it in your games and have some excellent times. The wonderful work CZRPG does is also evidence over on their Patreon there, so give them a look. And let me just drop the links. I said all was to be said about the other fine people, but I shall drop their links here while we're at it. Here are those coupons I mentioned. Boop. And here is the Trollord Games stuff. And, of course, the wonderful Sirenscape people there. Did you... Oh, I forgot to update it. I hope you caught your chance to try out the online player for free in August. If you did not, then please head over. They do have a regular free trial, which is a bit shorter, but you can try it out for a while and see if you like everything there. Fantastic stuff going on with them. And a special shout-out, of course, to CZRPG for the giveaway. Good luck, everybody. We'll draw that at the end. Now, let us do one last shout-out here, and that is for the fabulous artist who did these beautiful portraits of ours, Saladman, aka Ryutoshi, over there on Instagram. Give them a look and a follow there. Right, now, last time we were here, we were in the Lurkwood at a Fey wedding. All sorts of Fey creatures had emerged from the Feywild and the surrounding forests to see the happy union of a couple, one from the Feywild and one from a nearby village, a couple of Eladrin, joined together in the bonds of love. And then things took a bit of a turn for the worse as they were given a portent of the dangers to come as a large wild boar on the spit over the fire started to animate and squeal and try to warn them that something was coming. And it did indeed arrive as crazed giant boars with thorns and natural plant growths erupting from their flesh came crazed charging into the clearing that the wedding was happening in, destroying the cake, trampling guests, terrifying everyone around them as our heroes leapt into action and defeated the dangerous creatures. They saved the wedding goers, if not the cake, and everyone agreed that it had been a fantastic wedding. And in the words of the Cobalt Press Tales of the Margrave module, they grab what food and drink they can and scarper as they all go running off and escape from this interesting wedding experience that they all had. Now, as the Eladrin and the various Fey creatures pop and disappear through the Fey crossing and using their various magics, we are left in the clearing with the villagers of the nearby village looking a bit dazed and confused and wondering just what this all means. They heard from a bugbear guest at the wedding that recently the I forgot what the proper name was. What was it? The children of the
Briar King?
The Briar,
oh,
yeah, children of the Briar.
King?
Yes, and the children of the Briar were disappearing from their nests in the forest, and there was a unnatural amount of brambles and thorns growing throughout the forests here. They also heard of a Fey-touched animal nearby known as Grandmother Bear, who, whilst usually protective of the nearby village, had turned violent and aggressive and had even attacked the livestock of the village as well. We join our party here as they're trying to figure out what is going on. Their friend, Prince Darendil, a elven prince of a local elven tribe who has been transformed by magics of a cruel sorcerer into a Quaggoth down in the Underdark, who's been travelling with them, trying to return here to the Lurkwood and return to his people. He is concerned for his people and for the general folk of the Lurkwood, and has asked our adventurers to figure out just what is happening with the Briar King, this upstart so-called ruler that has inserted themselves into the delicate balance of the forest. So, let us meet these fine folks and return to our adventures. Elora, who are you in real life? Who are you playing? And where are they at?
Hi, my name is Sam. I play Elora Lustrous. She is a high elf rogue assassin from Mithranel, from which she ran away to start a badass band with her friends, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. And currently she is small Laura, I think.
Small Laura. Yeah, I like Small Laura. That's a good one.
Small Laura. And she is very, very unhappy about that and a little powerful and embarrassed. So
yes. Lean back in your chair again. Yeah, there we go. That's about it. If you compare Elora to Kalo, there we go. That's about right. Okay. Thank you. Yes, indeed. The wild magic was crackling and hissing around this area. Something is definitely wrong with the Fey connections throughout this forest, and Elora, unfortunately, was hit by their strange effects. Heroes and hooligans with a raiding party. Hello, my friends. Perfect timing. We are just getting rolling. How's it going, Hooli? Absolutely good. Great to see you, our Steam Team buddies there. Everyone do check out those wonderful people over there. Heroes and hooligans. Boop. Welcome in, Raiders. Good to see you all. Do jump in the giveaway. We've got a fantastic encounter bundle from CZRPG. A big chunky prize this week. Kalo, your good self. Who are you in the real world? Who are you playing? Where are you at?
Hi friends, I'm Mike. You know me in chat as Grim Samson. Tonight, I will be playing Kalo Falu, the half-drow paladin of Isla Stray, who after crashing a wedding, has been given a divine intervention by his goddess, and fought off a couple of boars. So now he has joined the rest of the party and Smalora to take care of the children of the Briar.
Indeed. I was about to say, after crashing a Spelljammer, and then I'd ask you how you came across the goddess Illustra, and I was like, no, wait.
2 different elves, I know.
This is not the elf you're looking for. Okay, and last but not least, by any measure you care to employ, Corbin, who you in the real life? Who you playing? Where you at?
I am a Buns, and in real life. Oh,
Think about it.
Okay. This is what I do for real life. What do you mean? I run awesome games and I play an awesome game. So it's always something fun going on with my face. Hope you can find me. Or you can find me on places that aren't here soon again. As for Corbin, our changeling druid / monk, they are very confused and still very overly clingy of their friends, especially now that the literal nature, or wild magic version nature, seems to be targeting them at every turn. At this point, Corbin has started a small conspiracy theory about this group, and they don't know. They might be losing it.
And I said, last but not least, but perhaps with perfect timing. No, not quite. Okay.
Hello.
Oh,
sorry.
Yes,
I missed my cue. Should I stay as the mysterious screen for the moment until we're in the action?
No, you're good. Join us. Join us.
Hello. It's me. Oh my, I'm off kilter. Hello.
There you go.
Nice to see you, friends. Both on the call and viewers at home. Hello, I'm Steven. And I am playing Zakan, the Aasimar Ranger / Cleric, who for over 100 years was with their divine mission in the Underdark to find those who are lost and bring them to where they need to go. But they're getting older, and this group is a bit of a handful. And also there's this whole abyssal incursion thing, potential world-ending apocalypse type whatnot going on. You need a little bit of help from your friends.
Also known as a Thursday. Okay.
Also a Thursday. It's just Thursdays here. At the moment, where they are is unknown. They disappeared.
They did. They vanished off. Although not unknown, actually. Illustrae did possess Kalo.
Oh, that's right.
And let them know that you were okay and tapped of your energies, having given too much of yourself to rescue your friends. Okay.
The divine burden.
Speaking of giving too much of themselves, look at them all with all those inspiration crystals. Do not be afraid to use them, my friends. Kalo slumming it with just 1, but the rest of you with 2 each. So enjoy. Actually, rude. I had 1 too, so I should do that. There we go. Haha. A little crystal all of my own. Right, okay, my friends, there we go. That is our crew, and this is our adventure. My friends, you find yourself in the clearing with the tattered remnants of the wedding fluttering in the breeze, and the villagers looking a little shell-shocked and somewhat bemused at the magical disappearance excuse me, of the Fae guests of the wedding. Although, I think it had been quite a roller coaster ride for them, and I think they had their fair share of Fae-touched encounters and goings-on in their lives, as there are a good number of Eladrin in the village here on the material plane. And you see them looking around, and some of them come over to you. Let's say, actually, the parents of the groom of the material plane. I think the 2 grooms went off on their honeymoon. Find out late next year when the Planescape book comes out, just where they went on their honeymoon. But the parents of the groom from the material plane come over to you. An elderly Eladrin couple. Their countenance is returning to a kind of spring, summer, more relaxed, happy, outward appearance after the alarm and the stress of the crazed wild boar attacks. And they come over to you, the three of you, and offer, their assistance. They're like, we cannot thank you enough for everything that you did. You really saved our son's special day. And he could do without the cake. Muted.
Well,
I said everyone deserves cake.
Fair, yes. Especially on a day such as this, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, my friends, what are you about? Where were you headed when you arrived here and you found our little soiree? Is there any assistance we may offer you? Any information? And Durandal strides forward, and they kind of quail back a little bit. Quoggoths are not a common sight up here on the surface, and he's like, "Oh, do not worry. I am not looking myself at the moment. We heard rumors of terrible things happening in the Lockwood. The children of the Briar missing, the creatures being aggressive, going... Is there anything else that's happened?" And the couple look a little sad. And he's like, "I'm sorry to bring it up on a day such as this, but my friends here, accomplished adventurers, great heroes in their own right, and I know they will want to put right anything that they can and help out the situation." And the couple say, there are a few other things as well. I mean, I know you heard about the children of the Briar and Grandmother Bear, but there was the tragedy of poor old Mossitum. He was our village's druid. He passed through these forests day after day, his entire life. Intrinsic connection to the wilds greater than any of us. And yet, he was found dead, tangled in a briar patch that his abilities should have allowed him to pass through without any problems at all. And then there's the reports of hunters and travelers that have come our way, other than your good selves, coming from the south rather than the north, but there is a campsite that is regularly used by folks traversing the forest, and it has apparently been overrun by some corrupted dryads? Again, with strange growths, spines and thorns, like the boars that attacked the wedding. We would happily introduce you to anyone, guides or hunters that could take you there, or I do not know what you intend to do.
Corbin has been muttering kind of softly under her breath that if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't realize that's what she's been doing.
Yeah.
Like, just like low-key responding to the things they're saying. I'm like, what? It's like, the more they describe things, the more Corbin's like, I feel like I'm going to be on the land side. Normally this stuff doesn't happen without there being some type of thing somebody's doing to the land. I'm not against seeing what's going on. This is kind of like what they say out loud. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody in the party has been hearing them go, yeah, sure, without any reason.
Caleb, Laura, do you respond to that?
I think there's a silent acknowledgement from Kalo that this is something particular for Corbin, so he just kind of observes in between keeps an eye out, gets a little closer to Corbin, maybe just in case the villagers decide to question Corbin.
I think
Should they hear?
Because last time, because of all the entanglement, and I did thorn. I keep saying thorn growth, but that's not what it's called. They so a few of them were like, "Huh, you also made briars there, buddy."
Yeah. Yeah, this problem's happening, and then you show up.
Mhm.
There are a couple of clusters of villagers whispering and glancing in your direction, Corbin. And
I will walk past a wall and look like somebody else. Do not mess with me.
And turning up here with a red dragon, no less.
I think Allura notices the mumbling and talking. And Allura kind of whispers to Corbin, "Does any of this sound familiar to you? I feel like this has something to do with your family?"
Sorry, can you get? I was making a joke about the size thing before. Can
Oh,
you get a
okay.
little closer? Sorry.
I thought it was something to do with the frame. Okay.
Close is good. Close is good.
No, Allura kind of whispers to Corbin, "Does any of this sound familiar to you?"
Does that sound familiar, Corbin?
Not the Children of the Briar, and I think I did a roll for it last time.
Yeah.
No, not specifically, but just anything that they're saying. Does that strike a chord with you or sound familiar to you?
Not like, it doesn't sound like it was an assassination. It sounds like the druid tried to get past and get through something, and it rejected him. That's what that sounds like. But it doesn't ping anything for like anything that I've learned. But I can not like based off the off the top of my head. But I'll definitely roll for it if there might be. Oh,
I think with your druidic knowledge and abilities, then
I have druidic knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, and imparted to you through your melding with the myconids and things. Just general knowledge of the natural way of things, not specific to this area. But you would know that yes, these are unnatural occurrences, clearly, triggered by something or someone. But again, you have heard references to this Briar King as well, so you're not entirely sure that it's the villagers' fault.
Do you think this is something we want to get involved with?
Sorry, Allura? Oh, sorry.
I was saying to Corbin, do you think this is something we want to get involved with? Don't we have enough things to worry about?
If it has something to do with the Briar King, then most likely it's not something we want to just let kind of go all willy-nilly. I think there's enough stuff going on that's not something else we should deal with.
And
Unfortunately... Oh, go ahead.
No, after you.
Unfortunately, I think Prince Darendale has already volunteered us. So whether or not we have a choice in the matter, I think...
Let's do this, yeah. We have to.
Yeah, I think Eldith comes over as well, and she's like, "And I didn't stick around for nothing. I want to deliver Darendil to his people as much as I want to get you to the keep. And I know this region well, and scouted, did work here a great deal, and this is wrong. If we're in this to save this area, to save these people, I don't see why we'd ignore this problem."
Okay, this is the only way through.
Especially, I mean, if we're wanting to head to Raven Rock, then yes, we will need to go through the forest.
Said that we would. And we're interested in it, and what's the worst that can happen? It was already coming out my mouth. I had to commit.
So I have the worst written over here.
Stop that. Like since halfway is coming out of my mouth, it's like I just gotta commit now, don't I?
Half of the worst is still pretty bad.
We're still down Zakon, and Laura, I don't know how to return you to normal size. Are we even fit and conditioned to go into the Briar?
The answer is no. The answer is definitely no.
It is definitely no. I can try to unsmall you. I think last time I do have enlarge. Reduce some enlarge. I can get you at least back up to what you were before you were at halfling.
Laura's eyes light up and be like, can you make me really big? Really big?
I can technically, yes, I can keep enlarging you.
Let's do that.
Okay.
The Eladrin mother, the Eladrin mother comes over, Laura. It's like, I mean, you could just keep drinking the punch. There's some left.
You think that will fix me?
Potentially. It's one of the options.
Sure. Let's go. Party. Let's go. Just commit.
Alcohol? Spell?
There's a little tiny Elora there with this massive cup. It's like, are you gonna drink some?
Sure. Laura's like, Tom's not here.
Our last
Bravo.
reckless thing before you come back. Everybody takes one more shot.
Before I spin this wheel.
I can't believe the number of times you guys have done this. Well, no one can tell us no.
There's no one here to stop.
I look at everyone around
So
me and I'm
few
like,
rules. There are not that many rules, but like, don't eat and drink suspicious magical things is like one of
It's
them.
not suspicious. It's not suspicious. We know
We're
exactly
wedding
what it
guests.
does.
Don't make
You
deals
know
with people from other
exactly
planes
what
is
it
another one.
You don't want to be informal at a wedding, do you? You know,
Yeah,
when
we
in the
have
Feywild
hospitality
do as the
rules.
Feywild do.
There are rules that need to be observed. Indeed.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Drink
So,
up.
Elora, as you take a sip. Spin, 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 spin. Okay, you did not grow, but for a rogue such as yourself, it's not bad. Oops, all decks.
Ooh.
not like I wasn't all decks anyway. But
Is there a natural 20?
No.
Okay.
It is now.
It is now.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good one for the rogue, but not what you are after.
No, I'll do for suddenly I'm moving so quickly. It's like I'm teleporting, but I'm still very small.
Yes, I'm afraid so. Right, where did she go? It's just a rustle in the bushes over there.
Yeah.
I was fixing that for you there. 20. Boop. Nice. So yeah, refresh your character sheet there, Laura. It should be 20 now. Okay. So as you feel that, I think it's like a sugar rush, like from the punch. It's like, come on, let's go. Yes. So, what would you like to do? I think at this point, I don't want poor Stephen to be sat over there, and you know, you've been left to make enough bad decisions already. So,
I was about to say, it's like as Corbin goes to take her shot, that's when Zakon pops back into existence. They're like, all right, my turn.
I think it's Corbin's doing that. Chug, Zakon appears.
do you, Corbin?
I thought we all were. Are we all not taking a shot before?
Shoot, let's do it.
Kayla's like, psych.
One more shot.
Wow.
One
more
more
shot.
shot.
Okay.
If there's enough, I'll take one.
Steven the player is all for this.
Corbin. Corbin becomes very, very wise and stops drinking.
Ooh.
Did I age?
Nope, just whoops all wisdom.
Oh, ha! Oh, this is bad.
You suddenly become
Immediately
wise
thinks
in the
about
way
all
of
your
the world.
decisions.
Right? Like all the
Looking like
decisions
Tom.
I've made.
You realize the burden of a high wisdom.
No. I'm telling you, and Corbin becomes the fun type of nihilist. Instead of nothing matters, they're more of a nothing matters. He's
Excellent.
become the best
Exactly,
type of
exactly.
nihilist.
Excellent.
Let's kick one back as Zakan comes back.
It makes your
It really
medicine
has
very
to.
good.
Ooh.
You got +8 now.
See, I'm gonna think my key is if no one ever explained magic to Corbin. They do not care anymore.
And Kalo. Wild magic surge.
Wild magic surge, yes!
So that is going in the bank until combat or initiative is rolled. So roll me a d100 just preemptively.
That is
Sir, yes,
amazing.
sir. RD 100 is going to be 16.
Thank you. Now, as this is happening, mist starts to pour in through the trees, and the parents of the groom say, the area has clearly been destabilized by everything that happened. The planes, they're bleeding together. We must leave. Please, if you are able to look into this, we would be so grateful. Everyone, we must back to the village. There is a distinct chill of the ethereal about this place. And they all leave. And as the mists just almost start flowing across the floor, in through the trees and the ruins of this temple or church or whatever building this was where the ceremony was taking place, they condense almost, rising up in the center of the ruined building. And then from within the mist, a light, a golden, warm, dawn light starts to glow and emanates, suffusing through the whole column of mist. And the radiance starts to burn away the accumulated moisture there. And as it dissipates and fades, down on one knee, their bandages a little bedraggled and hanging off loose in a couple of places, you see Zakan.
Zakan?
Did you spit it out?
Yeah.
I think
It's Corbin put the cup behind her back.
Right? They're wise enough now to know to not still be holding the shot glass.
Lessons learned.
I think as their form sort of re-solidifies, they stand up, look around. They see everyone kind of standing there next to like some drinks, and they stride over like very purposefully towards the table, and they say, "Told you I'd be back," and they knock back one of the drinks.
Yeah. Oh.
Mom's
That's
one of
exactly
us!
I don't think they know what they just did.
Also, a wild magic surge, Zakan. One in the bank.
Yes.
For you.
So like they knock it back
Absolutely.
under the mask, and they kind of go,
Hey, Silver.
I needed that drink. Anyway, what was that?
it's an interesting tingling sensation which seems to linger until a later moment.
Well, it
Roll.
is partially why this is a thing, and then they point down a small Laura.
Because as the wedding guests were leaving, Alora was yelling, like, "Where are you going? Fix me before you leave! Like, how can you just leave me like this? Fix me!"
So they're like, who said that?
Then when she turns around and sees Zakan walking over, "Oh, Zakan, would you happen to have any spells? Anything to fix this?"
A gnome-sized Elora runs over to you, Zakan.
I think this is when it starts to dawn on them.
Oh no! Oh
They
no!
they absolutely notice the hidden glass behind Corbin's back with their sort of perception that they have, and it didn't escape their notice that Kayla has spit something out, and they kind of put it all together now that they've realized, and they go, "Oh."
Yeah, save it for the
so-
punch, unless you want to be small like me, or something else. I don't know what that stuff does. Didn't fix me. Made me really fast though.
So Corbin leans over. So as you can see, some decisions were made, but most importantly, I kept everyone together.
Are you all
Welcome back.
at least unharmed, uninjured?
It's
Heart's
debatable.
beating really fast, but I think I'm okay.
So there are a lot of zombie undead like boar with weird plant things that are not because of me, by the way, except that patch. That patch is because
That's
of
fine.
me.
Yeah, where you are in the center of this ruin, Zakan, just across the way, you can see the corpses of two massive, horse-sized wild boar with vegetation, vines and thorns, spines erupting from their skin. These clearly corrupted natural beings.
Good news is we protected the wedding. Yay. Bad news is we might have to do extra work. I'll explain. And then they tell them about the boars and the children of the Briar and the whole Briar King. They're like, so we have been convinced / volunteered for some investigating.
They just dropped it on us. Didn't offer any reward. Didn't fix any of our problems. But it looks like
maybe
it's
you
the only
can
way
fix
through.
some of our problems. The problems are.
Where are these that requested? It seems we are quite alone here.
Oh, they kind of left. It was small talk. Apparently, yeah, right. Because remember, they told you everything, like what the bugbear told them about the children of the Briar kind of acting weird lately, and all of it just kind of devolving into, and now these boars covered in briars attack the wedding. So we was already, to be fair, we was already gonna peek. I can't speak for everybody else, but now that it's something that people would like for us to do, I honestly kind of don't want to do it, but I'm still willing.
I see. So, this wedding that you were a part of was a Fey wedding,
Yes.
and the drink that I have just had is a Fey drink of some kind.
Yes, and these shrimp puffs are Fey puffs.
I feel like
There were hors
they
d'oeuvres?
try to grab it. All right.
These are Fey hors d'oeuvres. That was a Fey wedding cake. We have been eating a lot of food because last time Corbin drank so much. They are.
All right.
No one told me there were fucking hors d'oeuvres. And just Halo going to the scraps.
No one else touch any of the Fey food and drink, if you will. How often have you dealt with the Fey aside from today?
Are you not Fey? I thought you were Fey.
Celestial, it's quite different, but
Different.
the thing with any beings of other planes that don't exist here in our plane, in our space, that don't live lives as mortal beings do, is that you can't trust them, and they don't think about life in the same way. It doesn't mean the same thing to them. And I know that I am always saying be careful, but I will be very specific here. Making promises and eating and drinking, things can happen.
I didn't make any promises. I don't think any promises were made, except for maybe Darrenville over there.
You are
And I
currently
know
half your
about-
size.
And
You
I
must have
know
done
about all
something.
the girls.
Punch. I had
They
some
be
punch.
always a punch.
Right, well,
To be fair, it was
What's-
offered to us by a fae. So
the
they
offering,
didn't
it
promise.
comes with something.
yeah, we thought drunk times. This is the first time I've ever drunk anything that wasn't an Underdark stout. I may have gone a tad overboard. Sorry.
To be fair, Zakhan, I think this is probably the first Fey wedding we've all encountered, so there were no warning labels associated with it.
What's done is done. Aside from what is happening with Alora, are the two of you feeling any adverse effects?
Kalo and Corbin are quite injured, but that's all.
Like physically injured?
Yeah.
I assume all of this
Laura's
has to do with...
fine. I'm full health right now, but I'm complaining the most.
I'm small and
We're just
40.
How royal of you, Alora.
Everyone's like bleeding and battered and bruised. I'm like, I can't believe I'm
Me and-
small.
Me and Kayla are like leaning against each other. We're like you're fine. Do not worry about us.
Kayla's just leaning against the columns. Just like,
Well,
Rescue Smolora.
Zakan, you're not sure if it's a remnant of the wedding, or you're not sure exactly what's going on. It seems that everyone's left, but one of the musicians is still here. You can hear music coming across the glade, along with the sound of the forest returning after the birds were scared away by the ethereal incursion that brought you back. And you can, as I said, you can hear this music playing through the clearing.
just to check, can the rest of you hear that?
Yes.
Gotta
All right.
Corbin physically is like, oh, thank goodness.
Then I am
Is that
Someone
still
else
maintaining
asked
my...
me.
Is that the reception?
I thought they all left.
Let's come over to the map here, shall we?
Well,
Wedding.
before we get into anything else, Alora, Kalo, do you need me to heal you?
Yes, please make me whole again.
All right.
Can you make me my normal size?
No, I think you're going to have to live with that.
Yes, the bird. That is exactly how Laura sounds right now.
The oldest child just gets like shafted for the other.
I will wage wars if you make me stay like this.
Who knows the Galadriel quote?
Because the Napoleon complex is
Yeah,
growing. It's growing.
Rise the might of Mithranor.
Right?
I will go back and take the throne just to get
Ooh,
large.
wait. Corbin like comes down and just kind of leans over to Alora and is like, you were starting to sound a wee bit like everyone's favorite prince.
I don't think I've ever been so insulted.
As you turn, Alora, Darendil is stood behind you, like hands behind his back, and he's like, And your majesty, once I return to my people, you have my banners.
Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? I think Alora just starts pouting and like walking away. And sitting like,
We shall sweep across these lands as into a tide, an unstoppable tide.
Okay, I probably bought us like maybe a day of her not focusing on the fact that she is so small. So can we go do the thing?
Realistically, it should wear off, I would imagine. If it doesn't, then we can seek to undo it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I feel like if I focus enough, it kind of begins that regular ramble of them kind of going, if I focus my chi enough, it's just, I can copy whatever magical thing, but she's small. So if I just think maybe I can make her big, it'll be fine. No, it'll be great.
Punch her back into size.
Okay.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
You would say that, but I promise you, every time I've tried, it's worked out. I promise.
Well,
Is there...
if I can confirm, before the Fey guests departed, you told them that you would look into this Briar King and help them deal with it?
Correction. That would be Prince Darendel. But yes.
Then we are bound, and crossing a word spoken to a Fey is inadvisable, so let us be off, and hopefully we can help restore some part of this forest in the meantime.
Okay. Ooh, maybe we'll get different elementals this time.
Zakan, isn't
For the
it?
moment.
A female voice rings across from the same direction as the music.
Let's go see what all that's about.
You always were one with good advice. Someone once told me that. I forget who. And this voice is coming from around a pillar as you kind of walk south. As I was saying north-south before, so it's east-west, isn't it? Sorry. So you came in from the east, and as you go towards the west of the clearing there, you round one of the pillars, and next to it is another which has fallen and crashed up against it. And where the two pillars are joined, just sitting on the one fallen pillar with the back against the standing one, there is a gnome, same size as Alora, with jet black hair, kind of tousled up, well worn, but very good, nice looking clothes, and a large albino gecko, gallivanting around the column and snapping at butterflies and other insects as they pass by. And I can show you.
Big old red eyes. Sticky feet.
Pretty much, yeah. There she is.
Uh-huh.
Almost looks like she's sitting on some ruins as well.
Saying nothing.
Hey,
Well,
how's everything going?
since you were so kind to announce your presence with your lovely playing, I assume you don't...
Oh, I learnt a long time ago
anything
not to
for us?
surprise adventurers. She points at the faint, light mark of a scar.
Well, you seem to know a bit about me. As you say, I am Zakan, known in some places, but not so much on the surface, so if I could know who you are and how you know about me.
Oh, the name's Eliwick Tan.
A pleasure.
Likewise. How's the new patron going? I knew your previous patron to an extent.
Did you know? Well,
And Zakan, there's something pulling on a thread of memory that there's something about the name Tan. It's gone. It's nothing.
Yeah, I think their mind is still like not fully in this plane yet. Like it's still coming in piece by piece.
This is a little different. It's you and the rest of the Wackyverse is having a problem with that memory at the moment.
But they just kind of, attribute it to that, and they go, the patron. Yes, you refer to Alistraia, then.
Indeed. She must be proud, bringing all these folks up to the surface, escaping from the Underdark.
This is usually farther than I venture, but times call for such measures. I'm sure if you're as well informed as you seem to be, you've heard about things happening below.
Oh yes, oh yes. Don't worry. You know, it was foreseen that you would be in the right place at the right time, and it's been going swimmingly, I'd say. Oh, Corbin, dear. It's nice. There's a nice shade over here.
I'm too busy looking at that gecko. I am not paying attention to anything anymore.
Trying to like coax it over.
I don't want
Yeah,
you to...
just like look clearly I make really good friends, not realizing that to this gecko, my dragon wormling and giant spider would not be such fuzzy fluffy friends. I'm like, oh just you wanna come over here and play? And it's like
just like tilts its head and licks its eyeball.
What are we doing? What? They do come over, but they were having like
Yeah,
a moment.
she's like, I don't want your spores to get all desiccated.
Oh no.
Hey, Scarlet. You can't give Kalo inspiration. They only have double because of the charity event still. But thank you. See you tomorrow. Sorry, she was trying to double up everyone's inspiration. But that's just a charity thing. That's just a charity thing. If Kalo uses his inspiration, that we will leave it where it is and retroactively give you that one there, Scarlet. Thank you. Yeah, Eliwick turns, and she props up her lute against the edge of the fallen stonework, and just like jumps down into the grass next to you, Elora. You okay?
Word kind of takes a step sideways away. I'm fine.
You sure?
Yes.
I could fix it. I don't have a problem with it myself. Quite like this perspective from down here, but it is not natural.
Right. It feels very uncomfortable.
I'm just saying, if you wish.
Well, why? How did you know? Why do you want to help me?
I'm sorry?
How did you know that I'm not usually small, and why do you want to help me?
You're an elf. And you're Elora Illustrious.
Why do you know my name?
I know all of your names.
Why do you know us?
Because you're adventurous. And you're doing good work.
That's bad. People are supposed to know my name. That's like literally my one job.
Sorry, Colvin.
Can Zakan, like, watching, her interactions with the rest of the party, they're just like scrutinizing her. What kind of read do they get on her in terms of intention and how forthright they're being?
Yeah, I mean, she seems well intentioned, and just slightly amused, as any good planeswalker would be. Very powerful planeswalker as well. I've seen her Magic the Gathering card. It's very strong.
With Alora's sort of like tense questioning, Zakan speaks up and says, I think you're all right to trust what she is saying if you wish to be returned to your normal size.
I thank you.
Truth be told, I was just going to let you stay like that until it wore off naturally as something of a lesson, but...
A lesson. I don't need any more lessons.
You hypocrite, you drank too.
Yeah.
I did not know what it was. And I've been going through some
That's
things.
even worse. That's even worse, arguably. You didn't even know what it was and you just took a swig of it. We were just being polite, but I guess. But yes, if you can return me to my normal size, and Laura kind of like puffs up her chest and stands up straighter, I would like that very much.
Okay. Well, stay right there. And she turns around and she kind of skips across and scoops up her instrument. And she starts to... Oh, thanks, Soundscape. She starts to strum and skip about you. And is just like weaving circles around you and then sometimes switching back the other way. And as she does, the rest of you see almost like coming off the instruments like intangible lines of magic. Just this spell that she's weaving is being created by the music itself. And she continues this for a short while, and then she does a final strum and flourish and clicks her heels together and stops, and the bands of musical magic that have wrapped around you just and constrict on you. And as they hit your form, they just explode in a shower of sparks. And all of you kind of shield your eyes from the brightness of this. And then as you stop and look properly, Elora stands at her natural height. There you go.
Wow, and she's just like patting everywhere. Oh, yeah, everything feels normal, and she reaches out and shakes her hand. Thank you very much.
Eldith,
Thank you so
your
much.
shield dwarf friend looks disappointed. She's like, well, that's my buddy. So just a second there. So, hey, Albert, in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I hope you had a fantastic session, everyone. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Jump in the giveaway.
I will miss Smolora, but I'm glad to have you back.
Oh, I won't. But I don't think that'll be the last time that will ever happen to me, although I'd like to avoid it. You tend to attract shenanigans.
Yeah.
Certainly one way to put it.
And
Miss Ellie,
yes, Caleb.
Miss Elliwick, you have quite potent magic. I'm quite surprised someone of your caliber is out here in the woods.
Why?
By
It's
chance, you
a
would
beautiful
be
place.
It is indeed. But we are on a different course for most adventurers. We are investigating some of the children of the Briar. You perhaps weren't in the area for the same reason, were you?
Oh, yes, the Thorn King, huh?
If the children of the Briar answer to a Thorn King, then yes.
Yes. There is Briar King, Thorn King, different names for different folks, but yes, I'm afraid there's been a bit of a power grab. And speaking of powerful magics, his are drawn from a very special source, and I'm afraid even I could not find his location. But there is one. You must find the one who hid his palace for him.
So we're looking for a mage or an architect, or both.
Oh, I wish. I'm afraid you're looking for a hag.
I'm not sure what that is, but and turn over to Corbin and Alora. What's
Another blank
that?
reaction from Kalo and Zakan.
Is it from both of you? Neither one of you know what a hag is?
Some
Oh,
very old person.
That's what I was told.
But also,
Use
also like the corrupted, deranged amalgamation of evil placed inside of a magic having witch.
Yes, the king. The king is dwelling in the deep woods in his so-called Briar Palace.
But he's not very young. Okay, from Briar Palace.
Yes. It is, as I said, hidden by very powerful magics. It is known to be somewhere in the region of the wood known as Walker's Wood. And anyone looking, Zakan, definitely with your passive perception, you notice Darendil shudder at the mention of Walker's Wood.
Familiar to you, Darendel?
Ooh, just calling him that.
And he nods but doesn't expand on it at the moment. Yes. The king has gathered or taken control of a great number of creatures, plant-like beings. The creatures that he has taken over, they are infested. Much as these, she points to the giant boar. They have been instilled, all of them, with a hatred of humanoids. It is unfounded. The people of Lurkwood here, they live in balance. The people of the village, the elves. And she looks at Darendil with a little sadness in her eyes. The king is a twisted and wicked individual. If you could, please track down this hag and find where this Briar Palace is, and then perhaps this region can be returned to as it should be.
Darendel, since it concerns your people, your kingdom, do you think they be able to offer any aid?
Eliwick butts in there. She's like, it is too far removed. They are a territorial folk, and as it stands, Walker's Wood is somewhere they avoid. But if it were to expand and get worse than it is now, perhaps, but hopefully you will stop it before that.
In my experience, they're willing to wait until that happens as well.
Yes, and a smaller group traversing through is likely to have more of a chance than a large force, especially with the magics that are hiding this place.
Let's see. And what about you? What is your purpose here? I don't think you were attending the wedding, and you seem to have sought us out, or maybe we're just passing by on your way to something else.
Yes, I'd like to, point folks in the right direction. Give them the help that I can without messing things up too much. And hopefully make these worlds a better place.
A familiar mission.
She definitely says that plural. These worlds.
Well, I can tell you that what is happening in the Underdark will concern more than just the surface.
I hope your time down there has hardened you, or enamored you, if lucky, to our many-legged friends. And she gives Webster scritches.
Ah.
The hag you seek is Yeja Padak, or the sister of spiders.
Does she possess any connection to the Queen herself? That could be quite problematic.
Down there?
Indeed.
Oh goodness, no, just the natural kind.
Something of a relief. Along with everything else, the Spider Queen is tied up in whatever's happening with the Abyss, the Underdark, and
Oh, I don't doubt it.
overstepping her bounds.
Yes. Yes, please see to this problem, but do not dwindle too long. The entirety of that mad, chaotic realm is on the brink of spilling over into everything.
Oh.
From above and from below. How fragile this place is.
Well,
The
the Fair
Abyss, the Thraxians. Oh. I'm sorry, Zakan, yes.
Just that we need to get the Fair Prince to his kingdom, and they can't, well, aid us in any of this if they have to deal with whatever's happening in the wood. Plus, a promise was made to the Fae, so we will see to it.
Thank you. You, you need to capture some of the children of the Briar. They won't cooperate too willingly. Perhaps you should capture a honey grub or two before you go to their nest.
So they aren't very talkative. They are more beast-like.
The King of Thorns has twisted the outlook and turned all the creatures of the forest against those who seek to dwell in harmony here. It reminds me of a story. A relative of mine, I think, used to drive out those that would abuse the forest with his sibling? What's the name? Sprite? I don't know, it's nothing.
I think you're being cute, but you're just hurting my feelings.
I was being nostalgic.
Nostalgia hurts me.
I assume you will not be able to guide us and aid us yourself in seeking out this hag and the Briar King.
You will be enough. I need to go and find a group of like-minded individuals. You are already on the case of the troubles from below, but we must address all fronts, and I need to find a group that will deal with the troubles from above.
Fair enough. Are you, before we go our separate ways, are you familiar with a village named Kresk? It has a walled abbey.
Yes. It is a great distance from here via very tricky paths. Why do you ask?
Where is it? need to find someone there when all of this is done.
That could be arranged. Although... give it time. In a manner of speaking, if all goes well, Kresk may come to you. Or at least a good deal closer.
They kind of nod, even though it's concerning phrasing. They know that sometimes things just work like this. They're used to getting this kind of bullshit from Celestials and other planar people.
Yeah.
They read between the lines.
I just wish good luck to the Barovia and Beyond crew. If they're able to return Barovia to the material plane, then Zakan's job will be much easier.
Leave it to you, team. Right, well.
That's Mason's in that group, eh, Steve?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up, Mason. If you're watching.
See you, Captain. Don't fuck it up.
So,
right.
She says, yes. Equip yourselves with some treats. Find one of these nests, and then, well, you'll be able to learn from them the way to the nest of this sister of spiders, and she is the one who hid the Palace of Briars, so she is the one who can, I assume, point you in the right direction.
Corbin, I think we'll be relying a great deal on your talents here.
Okay.
Don't give me that look.
I'm not. It hasn't even been long enough for me to have a hangover yet.
Well then, we must be about our separate ways. All the best, and Corbin.
Yeah.
Gregory is mine, and shall remain so.
I don't want.
Come on, Gregory.
To keep Gregory. I just would like to have Gregory have a nice pasta dinner. Oh.
He scuttles up Eliwick's arm and wraps around her neck as she starts to play again in those same strands of musical magic.
He
Spin.
just looks down at Charcuccio like, you don't climb up my arm anymore.
He flattens you on the ground as he tries.
How big are you now? Stop. Did we have a time skip? How
Wakata.
big is he now?
Dakara yanayo mo.
Just slowly looks up at Alora. What is he saying to me?
Ombu.
I have made a mistake.
But it's just not possible.
親がお願いした通りだよ。文句言えないで。
Trying to be cute and you're doing it, but one day I'll know what you're saying to me.
It's a little gust of
Yeah.
He had some of the hors d'oeuvres as well. Okay. And as you stop and look away from Corbin and back to where Eliwick had been standing, she is gone.
I'm not sure if they call that fated chance or if we got incredibly lucky, but Miss Eliwick did give us some very interesting exposition. It might be worth it to pick up these honey grubs and also prepare.
Did Miss Eliwick somehow heal us? Because I'm still very beat up, and only Kayla was healed earlier.
I will do that before we depart for the deeper forest.
Oh, Corbin,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I'm sorry. Can I give Corbin 15 HP from Lay on Hands?
Yep, sure.
Sure, homie. That'd be lovely. Thank you.
Please.
There we go.
Please.
Corbin, I'm so like there's still blood running from Kalo's like forehead. I'm so sorry, by the way. Here you go.
Zakan, can you give me D100 while you're waiting? Sorry, so he's got that ready.
Oh yeah, I
ready to
did
go.
in roll 20 before. 62.
Cool.
They give you a few slaps on the face. It's all right, buddy. Hold on. My tiny little healing. Hold on.
And we will, as we're, you know,
I rolled a 4.
a 4. As we're sitting here and healing each other, we'll take 10 minutes to, you know, gather our stuff together, and Zakan will cast Prayer of Healing to get us all a little bit.
To get us all up.
Excellent, excellent.
Just a little bit.
Get us all a little something. Oh yeah.
And then
oh, yeah.
Zakan shrinks Laura back down.
No, stop. Alora's gonna
Pretty
shake all of us
good.
in the shins.
Pretty good.
Please stop.
Yeah. I would start pickpocketing you all for fun.
No.
Gotta keep your hand in, yeah.
So that is 20 points to anyone who needs it.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
20
Thank
points
you.
each.
I don't need it for things.
Corbin, if you need a little extra.
Thank you. Just get back.
Does
up
it
here.
heal emotional damage?
No.
Okay.
You know, somehow it does too.
Sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Elora's being too cocky. The next combat is going to have several skirmishes with tremor sense.
Stop it!
Okay.
I'm not cocky. I just hit the whole time.
Qualify what I'm saying here. Yeah. Actually, just stating facts. Just stating facts. Okay, so you, yes, you get yourselves a bit fixed up there and head off west into the forest, beneath the heavy hanging boughs of the dark green of the forest as you enter deeper away from the edges. This clearing where the wedding was taking place was still relatively close to the exterior of the natural realm here, but as you move in under this almost so the music might have inspired me a little bit here, and this almost cathedral-esque, you know, these arched boughs like overhead, and these just cloisters of elongated spaces between the trunks, but never in a straight line for too long before they're broken up and interrupted by trees. And everywhere is the tangled growth, making certain passes completely, certain areas completely impassable and forcing you to double back or move around. And you do discover, actually, whoever's most keen on that, someone give me a survival or nature.
Oh, I think that's me, probably. Survival. That is 12 plus 5, which is 17.
Okay. So yeah, with that's a decent roll, so it doesn't take you too long to start finding nests of the children of the Briar, but they are deserted, silent, and cold.
And we do have those honey grub things, right? We did get some.
I think with that, was that survival you rolled?
I rolled survival, yeah.
Yes, with that roll, yes, definitely. You have passed through the lurkwood and sampled the delights. They're very sweet, and the nectar that they give off is absolutely delicious.
Okay, well, I don't necessarily appreciate or like the fact that it's very abandoned in here. Nothing. So can I try to roll a perception to see if I see any type of like?
I think it's just a matter of time, really.
Is it? Oh, okay. It's not like they abandoned the things. Is that they're just not here at the nest right now?
It's fine. No, these ones are abandoned. It's a question of just moving deeper and finding some that aren't.
Some fresher nests. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought it was like something bad happened. Okay.
No,
so
you
then,
can eventually locate an active nest.
right. Yeah. Okay. Well, then they'll just like continue to lead everybody into the like the bush then.
Okay, look.
But when we do, yeah, just kind of keeping a lookout for anything. I wonder if I should send Webster to go scouting. This is. This is his bread and butter.
Do you have stream open?
No.
Okay, this is what they look like. I'm just showing it on stream.
You had us pop out the chat. I just have the chat popped out.
I can share it with you. I think actually, if I do this, yeah, here we go. Let me just hide some secrets. This is my stuff. Ah, rude. There we go.
I think as we're going deeper, Kayla's going to probably fall from the back, but want to keep a close eye on everyone and kind of aware that we're kind of going deeper into the active nest, will cast Divine Sense just in that sort of 10, I think it's 30-foot radius, just keeping and monitoring just in case anything comes from the back.
Okay. So yeah, these are tiny plant creatures, as you can see in the picture there. And that is like a natural thorn branch there, so they are absolutely minute. But yes, you do find an active nest, Corbin, eventually. And the Briar Children's nests are these massive spiky brambles that fill a dell. Often up to like 100 feet across. Massive nests of these things that choke parts of the forest. And you can see several entrances sized for the tiny creatures dotting the exterior around the circumference. And you know, Corbin, from past knowledge of that there will be tunnels and ways through the briar that is, similar sized for these tiny creatures. Are you going to sneak up on them or what?
Yeah, this is a sneaking situation, I think.
Okay.
So
everyone together or Alora?
Yeah,
We can be together.
They're gonna turn. Yeah, we can move together, but like turning around and going, should we like surround them?
Okay.
Are we out of direct sunlight,
Yes.
or is the sun going down? I was wondering if we'd be able to use the Puafi.
Yes, they wouldn't be damaged here under the trees. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to add that because my stealth is not fantastic.
Oh,
Yes, so you take out the spider silk robes that you took from the drow, which would be damaged in direct sunlight, but here under the thick canopy, it's almost twilight all the time. So yeah, no problem at all. Okay, so everyone give me a stealth check, please.
25.
Nice.
Jesus.
Nice.
I have plus 11 right now from
Awesome.
all dexterities.
Oh yeah, it was all dex.
The rest of you?
I have a plus 5. No, come back. 21.
Nice.
Also 21.
Nice.
Hey.
Thanks, advantage.
So,
Yes, Kayla.
the one
You have
magic
disadvantage,
item
don't you?
I took, the one magic item I took isn't just plate, it's mithril plate.
Oh.
No disadvantage,
Oh.
natural 20.
Hey.
Hey.
For a total of?
20.
Come on, we're not in 1D&D yet.
Unfortunate, but still a natural 20. So just 20.
I don't think I'm going to change the crit rules, even when that's released. I
That's
like
kinda silly.
I like them as
I
they
haven't
are.
looked at it.
A 20 is a automatic success on any D20 check, not just attacks.
Oh, interesting. Because a lot of people have done that as house rules, but they're like
Yeah.
formalizing that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
nat ones are always a fail, which
Yeah.
again.
That's been a very contentious thing in the community.
Yeah, right.
For years and years.
Still is in the playtest as well.
Yeah.
Trust me. Okay, so for an average of 21, you ghost through the trees
SEAL Team 6 this shit.
Yeah, right.
Sneak up on those spiders.
Barrel rolls, swinging on the branches. Alora's army crawling.
And do any of you speak Sylvan?
I do.
Okay.
He's so happy.
Kalo.
Everything that I was hoping for prior to this campaign has come true. It took me 12 sessions.
You sneak forward and you come to the edge of this dell, just choked with this briar children nest, and you do. It's not very often, but occasionally one of the creatures does come scuttling out, or around the edge, or returns from the forest elsewhere. It seems very sparsely populated, but you do hear a couple of them do meet up, and they do talk to each other. Let's see. Also, Elora, you see as you get to the edge here, and Corbin, you would know this too. All throughout the briars of this nest, there is a plant called bloodroot, which has some poisonous aspects to it, and you can see these children of the briar. They're around their mouths is stained red from this bloodroot. And Corbin, you know these creatures do have a spit attack, so it might be a little stronger than natural, shall we say?
They do pass that information on. They're just like, stay away from their mouths. but they're like,
yeah. Okay, so let's see here. So yes, Kayla, you do hear two of them meet near an entrance on your side of things, and you can hear them just chittering away to each other. They're like, "How is it going? Do you have enough supplies? I don't have enough. I have done several acorns. I found a dead mouse. And they seem to be preparing to leave, to abandon this nest as well. They seem to be the last rear guard of the populace of this nest. What would you like to do?
Yeah.
You're far enough away to. They're talking to each other kind of normally, so you're far enough away to whisper to each other. But stage whispers, please.
They definitely know stuff. We should catch them. Those are the guys. We found them. Good job, us.
We found them, but I don't think we have much time.
No, yeah, we don't. Just send what you know, what's in my email. Well, we could still sticky them. I would like to catch them.
If we're going to catch them,
ropes out, draw them in, and Webster can grab them.
Nice idea.
Yeah, I could freak them out and chase them towards you guys.
Oh, I was thinking we just leave the honey grubs out in the open.
Oh yeah. Wait, we're not being extra. My bad. Can hand Laura the grub worms for them to slingshot it over there, because they're like, oh, I'm gonna scare the crap out of them and send them right for you.
Perhaps Corbin, you and Webster can cut them off in case the honey root doesn't work. We can try being nice, although are any of us able to communicate to them?
Yes.
I mean, technically, but let's save that for the interrogation part.
My Sylvan is a little broken, but I think it should suffice.
Oh.
Character's broken.
Full of surprises, aren't we?
I'm gonna get in position.
Right, let's take advantage of the opportunity while we can. If they give us any trouble, I'll defer to the rest of you. I'll be the buffer, and in case they decide to not play nice, then all we need is one or two.
Well then, Kalo, do you want to be the one to offer them some sweet temptation?
You're getting away immediately. as Corbin laughs.
Would you like to honeypot the children of the briar? They can take us to the
Don't worry, I'll lay some sugar on them.
Honey grubbing is the term in the Lookwood. Yeah.
I'm muting myself.
Go on, use that handsome face of yours.
I'll lay some sugar on them.
Again, these are tiny plants.
Judge me by my size, do you?
So, Kayla, I mean, if you're willing to die for them and maybe compost yourself. So, yes, Kayla, what do you do?
Well, we need to get them first. So I think it's important that once we do, then we can go to work. But for now, I think I'm going to look around where I heard that sound initially from the two that were speaking that I heard and see if I can't identify them. Start maybe leading them towards the trap we're setting up.
Okay. So yeah, you're using the honey grubs to distract them because they're clearly looking for food. And then what are you going to do when they come to the grubs?
Well, depending on whether or not they stay, when I kind of hold out the honey grub in front of them, just keep them there, distract them, and then hopefully the rest of the party can get behind and trap them as needed. So I can just keep talking to them with the honey grub. Just keep them distracted.
Elora, you think in all of your time in forests and around natural creatures, if Kayla was just standing there holding a honey grub, they won't go anywhere near him. Like
I was thinking we would put it in plain sight.
Yeah, your idea of baiting them with it is more likely to work.
That's definitely a better idea. All right. Yes, let's do that then.
It's natural.
Do we have any?
You know it better than I do.
Has anyone taken a look at their adventurers pack recently? Do we have any nets or anything?
Well, we have Webster. We have their rep.
Laura coming through strong in the forest.
Yeah. Corbin was yeah. I do have a net if needed, so I suppose maybe.
Okay, we actually have a net.
Everybody, just like webs, nets, everything.
Yeah.
Store all our gear.
Just leap on them with a backpack.
Basically, but okay,
someone gets a bag of holding.
You're just gonna put you in a jar. There we go, buddies.
Oh.
All right, but yeah, me and Webster are gonna go block them off. I think they're sending. Just you have a net, Zakon, if you're going around to kind of get them out, but sort of like put the net down. Hey, can I roll another survival to set up a trap with Alora? Me and Alora set up a trap with this net.
Yeah, I think if you want to set up, if you want to use the honey grubs, I think keeping the honey, like the scent of the honey grubs this close would definitely alert them. So keep that tucked away until the last minute.
I want to go back a little bit and get one of those empty nests and make it look like they forgot one, and it has honey root in it or the honey grubs in it. That they were just saying they didn't need supplies, and I just want to put the net in it, cover it up with more of its foliage, put the grub things on there, and then go block them off. So when they go to get them, we can
Are you gonna Revenge of the Jedi then? Return of the Jedi.
Revenge of the Jedi. We're just gonna. We're just upside down.
So is it gonna be? Yeah. So is the net gonna be under like leaves and stuff?
Net in the nest, and then leaves on top of it with the honey grub, so it'll all just.
I think just in the brush near their nest would be best, because remember the nests are like 100 feet across. These massive things, absolutely gigantic things.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was thinking, like, look at this bird nest. Got it, guys.
So yeah, you, Corbin, make me the survival check with advantage with Alora's help.
Awesome. Survival. At advantage. 22.
Nice.
Oh, thank God for that advantage. That first one was.
Oh, did you see?
Oh no!
Did you see?
No, I want to see.
Phew.
Is it one?
Thanks, Laura.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1 too. I just wanted to see if we could
Hey,
get survival
oh, we
check.
helped each other. We have a singular brain cell, and it did its job.
Put them together.
We put them together.
Hi, Twitch. Our party is not good at being survivalists.
So you, Eldith, the Wild's guide, is just like standing on the side, like nodding. Okay. It's not nothing. And yeah, you managed to expertly conceal the nets in this little opening in the brush there, and then do you place the honey grubs and hide?
Yes.
Okay.
Stealth, like there's never been stealth.
Yeah, we'll keep the stealth checks from before. That's okay. Okay, so yeah, you do that, and as soon as you remove them from wherever you were containing them, Kalo, back where you were keeping an eye on them, you see both of them just go, and they just catch the scent of it immediately, and you hear them say in Sylvan, smells like a couple of big ones. Yeah, I'll get them. You get the others, and we'll go. And one of them scuttles off into the Totoro tunnel, and into the nest, and the other one starts to slowly kind of move towards the direction that Elora and Corbin were setting things up. And Corbin, Elora, Zakan, what's the deal with the net?
It's just a net.
But when you throw it, what does it do? What's the mechanics for it?
Oh, I see. I'm still going to use that for this sort of snare.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I think last time this was used on like a golem or something.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Okay. A large or smaller creature hit by a net is restrained until it is freed.
Okay. So, who would like... I think, Corbin, you rolled to set up the trap, so Elora, would you like to roll to spring the trap?
Oops, all decks.
What am I rolling?
You are rolling a straight D20 against the creature's armor class, but because you hid it so well, it will be surprised, so you do get advantage. So roll a D20 with advantage, and you do have crystals. If 2 dice is not enough already.
Let's see. 20. Oh, no. It was a 15 and an 8, so
15? Okay. Are you happy with that? You have crystals?
Am I happy with that?
We're
This is a subjective
5
question.
off from this is a good 5. We're good.
We're good? Okay.
Okay.
It is what you use your crystals. We'll see you, John.
I'm just checking.
Yeah,
Just checking.
yeah.
I don't know why you're hoarding them so much. I mean, come on, we'll soon
Not
be in the days
fighting.
of one D&D
I'm
where
the
you can
father of a dragon.
humans
I'm the
wake up with
father of a
inspiration
dragon.
every freaking morning.
Every morning. It's already bad enough
Indomitable
to get a
wills.
freaking...
I think they're going to be leaning into the inspiration a lot more because like humans get it every time they long rest, and everyone gets it on a natural 20 as well.
They're trying to use that inspiration mechanic. Well, I guess that makes sense because like before it was so open to interpretation, like where the
True.
DM kind of just grants it for stuff.
True. Okay, so you so you're sticking with the 15, Elora?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, this little creature just comes scuttling through, and I think Elora, you're fascinated by that. You haven't seen there aren't any creatures like this in the woods around Baldur's Gate. Definitely the Fae influence on the region, and this little thing just comes scuttling through the things, hardly making any sound on the leaves and the dried plant matter on the ground, and sees both bugs or just one.
Just one, I think, right?
You just put the one. Okay.
Yeah, one went this way, sent the other ones. We know that there are others possibly coming, so getting this little dude in our grasp and he's
Okay.
like a.
So basically,
Yeah, I feel like they took one out of the bag and they heard like the scuttling and they're like, oh shit. Like,
yeah. So
just
it's,
want to work.
basically it's a 10 centimeter long honey yellow caterpillar, basically.
Sounds great.
But it's like an insect's larvae more than a caterpillar. It can't walk around. It's used to burrowing, and it did attempt to burrow into the ground once you left it alone, but the net there was blocking it, with the net laid underneath it, so it is unable to do so. And the little child of the briar just comes scuttling through, and it's it stops. It does stop and look around. I'm gonna roll a perception check. Again, still against your 21. How'd we go? 17. Okay, so yeah, stops, looks around, stops and listens, and sniffs a little. Now, normally, your odor, especially after sweating in the fight against the boars and things, would have been a problem, but it's the odor of the honey grub is overpowering and seems to mask your presence there. And it slowly moves forward, its long, spindly fingers just starting to weave and kind of knead and grab at the air in anticipation. And as it lays them on the honey grub itself, Elora, with a yank of the concealed rope, you pull, and the net gathers up around, and you just hear it says, just enraged sound. Yes, Kayla blushes. So, what do you do?
I just look at Kayla like, Kayla, talk to it.
Just out of curiosity, John, because I have seen some of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight streams, but accents are always difficult. What would you describe in the Wakiverse as the accent for Sylvan?
Accents are not by language; they are by region. So your Sylvan is the Underdark French. Touche. Well, the Drow French. Sorry.
Yeah, right. You already speaking French.
Kayla will slowly peer out just to make sure that the other one isn't too far behind and not to lose sight of the other, but very cautiously with the glimmer of the armor and the whatever daylight is still left. Well, hello there, my dear friend. It appears you're in a bit of a pickle, aren't you? Well, not a pickle per se, but you are a bit canned, aren't you?
This one's mine. Just devours the honey grub.
Yes, it is. And there's plenty more where that came from, my friend. And I can certainly offer you more, but we need to get you out of here. And I'm afraid I can't do that until you help me, so that I can help you.
Corbin, Elora, and Zakan, you see Kalo addressing the creature, and as he does so, he just kind of leans to the right as a thorn dripping red poison whooshes from out of the hole in the net and embeds itself in the tree next to him. And hisses slightly.
Yeah, I think Zakan's going to be like watching Kayla's back for the approach of any of the other creatures, since it shouted so much when it was caught.
Now, my friend. You don't want to go disturbing all of your other compatriots here. They might complicate matters. But it would be great if you and I could just exchange and maybe pull a little more of the honey root and just kind of feed it to him as he finishes the one briar child finishes that Just
Briar
there's
challenge.
more
Like
where
it.
this came from.
You can see inside the net, he just like folds his spindly arms and just turns his back on you. I'm full. Piss off.
Well, then perhaps I can leave it here for when we're done our exchange.
Do what
But
you
know
will.
that
I don't care.
Certainly not, my friend.
Now let me
Now-
go. Stupid.
Tell him that we'll tell the others that he betrayed them and ate all of the grubs, and that this is his payment if he doesn't talk to us.
Oh, how unfortunate. It seems some intel from my friends has warned me that your friends have abandoned you, eaten the rest of the honey root while you were stuck up here. A shame. You know,
There's a broken telephone game going on there. It's
You
not
put
what,
it the
it's not
opposite
what
way.
Corbin said.
You put it the opposite way.
It's a translation to Sylvan, Corbin. It mixes it up.
Right? No. Like, so, but
Yeah.
Corbin doesn't know that at all. So they're
mixes up the subjects and the objects of the verb. Oh, it's hard. Yeah. Papa Dragon, they can spit thorns. These little things.
we want to get you back with your friends, don't you?
Make me
Or perhaps-
a persuade. That would be a persuasion check. The way you worded it, it was going to be intimidation.
Yeet.
The way Corbin worded it, but
Right. Corbin's looking very intimidating in the background, but you're something completely different.
right.
How's a 20 fare, John?
A 20.
Hey.
Okay. With a hostile creature like this, it could be better. That's the base success.
Yeah.
It just turns, and its little spindly face grins evilly. It's only a matter of time, you stupid humanoids. The King of Thorns promises that we shall rule this forest. Dryad, Nymph, Vila, they will all serve us and the humanoids. Man, I'll say it. Werewolves, hags, all shall bow to us. The kingdom of the Briar is coming.
My friend, you speak of this Thorn King in this kingdom of Briar. You know, I'm quite curious about that. And I think he'll reach for maybe like a small knife to kind of just pluck away at one of the parts of the net, just to kind of show like that empathy. I would love to know just a little more, twing, about this Thorn King and Kingdom of Briar that you're promised.
And I'm going from your persuasion check before. If the others have eaten the other fruit, then you must give me more. Do you have more?
I do, my friend. And just
Prove
another
it.
part of the
You're
net.
going to show the other honey grub?
Yep.
Okay. He's like, oh, if I can have this one, then we do not know where the court is. We shall be told when it is time. But there is one. She knows. She of the spiders. She will be made to
I
bow.
don't know that.
She will be made to follow us, but for now we cannot go there. Oh, so many spiders. So many scary spiders.
Slowly looks at Webster.
Webster like gives these two legs. He's like, should I?
I'm still here. It's just 1 second. I'm thinking.
Shing. You know, those spiders can be quite scary if you're not used to them, my friend. And I think as we're cutting more of the net, the honey root just comes up a little more in his free hand,
And
just to kind of entice.
the child of the briar goes, Give me the grub. Let me free.
Feel like we're wasting,
I point,
feel like we're wasting a good net.
and he's like, I take you to Sister of Spiders.
You would do that for me, my friend.
I would do it for Honeygrub.
I think very cautiously, because I don't know if Kalo knows that this is a potential Fey creature or not, we'll turn to the rest of the group, kind of furrowed brows, look back over at the child.
Corbin?
Oh.
Corbin is like, don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare.
And instead, I think Kalo reaches all the way up for as high as he can, keeps the net, and kind of slings it over his shoulder. You can lead us from this position, can't you?
Grub.
This is you take us he takes us a part of the way first, and then he gets a grub.
We go half, you go half. I'm offering you more freedom than you would have been given without us. Remember, your friends left you, and you can make some new friends today.
Let's see. Okay. It sits down, and a spindly green arm just pops out one of the holes in the net. And a little dejected voice in Sylvan says, actually in common, because they do speak common as well. That way. And you start to follow its directions through the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And it continues to lead you through a deep ravine with a stream tumbling through it and choked with vegetation. And then into a darker section of the forest where the trunks crowd thicker and the boughs lean over more threateningly. And slowly there starts to be more and more webs. Webster gets excited. It's like doing that little, that spider. What's that spider that does like a little courting dance kind of thing? It's like
Little ticky taps.
Just a nice scuttle.
and then the child of the bride says, "Look, I don't want to go more. Here. This is the edge. Just go in. You find her. Give me the grub. Let me go."
Where is he going now if he's not coming here?
He wants to leave. He wants to go.
Yeah, I get that. But him leaving, they were getting supplies. They were going somewhere. Where is he going? Because it ain't here.
Oh, we were preparing to be called by the King of Briars. The King of Thorns.
Okay.
My friend, you would be quite a useful friend if you could eventually lead us there, but if I let you go, not only will I give you honey roots, I expect a promise that you will also take us to the Thorn King.
No, deal was made. You cannot change or break deal.
It is okay. I will sneeze. I would like for one of my spores to stick with him so that I can follow it later.
Sure.
He is right. The deal was made. And then, yeah, kind of like nodding to let him down, and then Zakan will kneel, kind of close to where the Sylvan is, and go, "If you find it in your kindness to leave us some markers to help us find the king, then we could help you out or spare you should things come to fighting.
Leave marks. Okay. And he puts the honey grub under one arm, lashes out with a clawed hand, scrapes your arm, Zakan, for 5 slashing damage, and disappears into the undergrowth. Marks left! And runs away.
I kind of stand up and go, well, there you have it.
And
Little bastard.
you turn and look at the dark, almost tunnel-like way forward. The boughs of the trees and the hard edges and lines of the trunks rounded out by curves and arches of webs stretching here and there between the various plants, and tangled though it is now, it looks to become even more so further in as you journey to meet the Sister of Spiders next time. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Nice to
would
dumb.
like to flirt with Sister of Spiders.
We'll see. You'll see. I do like RPing a nice hag, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Fantastic stuff as always. And thank you to everyone who's been watching. A pleasure to have you all in. Thank you for those raids. Absolute pleasure as always. Huli and Albert in as well. Thank you. Absolute pleasure. If you are not already, please do give us a follow. We are so close to 1.6k. And just a couple off at the moment. If you want to jump into our Discord, please do. Thank you, Pixie. Thank you. You've been right from the start all the way through. Thank you so much. Good luck in the giveaway. Now, as we say our goodbyes here, we will be drawing our winner. So it's your last chance to get into that ! Enter for the chance to win the amazing Urban and Wilderness Encounter bundle from CZRPG. A big bundle, lots of different products and maps. All bundled together for you there. Please jump into that if you so desire! Enter in chat, like Dagbateway. Good luck. Thank you, everybody. So, absolute pleasure as always. Corbin, do you have any streams coming up on the material plane?
Not this week. It's just there's a lot. Took in a lot of games this week. Not really going to be streaming that much.
Okay.
But I did get the DLC for Cuphead, so when I come back, we'll be doing the Delicious Last Course.
Awesome. Fantastic. And Elora, your session coming up soon, or is it way off yet?
It will be next month, but look out on Suma Suda's channel for Lost Minds of Ben Delver.
Fantastic. Okay. So, yes, good luck, everybody, for the giveaway there. And we are QuestJunkiesUK, and we have lots happening this weekend. This is the first of 6 sessions coming up this weekend, so jump in and join us again if you are able. Later on today, or first thing tomorrow, if you're in that part of the world, we will be heading over to Ravenloft for Barovia and beyond. They have escaped from the vast desert and are approaching the mountainside pyramid to recover the keys they need to access a locked and solid tomb. And then we will be back with our friends in Wild Beyond the Witchlight in the Feywild, even more Fey than this. And then we have a special session Friday morning or night, depending where you are in the world. It is the 4th and final Spelljammer Academy session. The seniors are here to fix the mess that all their Kohai left behind. And we are going to round out the final session, a slightly different time to the other ones have been. We have lots of European players in that one, so I'm looking forward to that. And then Friday night or Saturday morning, depending where you are, we have the round 2 of our fantastic Rift Raiders campaign, or competitive style of dungeon delving. Myself and GM Workshop will be running the same dungeon at the same time. 2 teams of 4 will be racing through to see who can get to the end and escape from the Mind Flayer Nautiloid Spelljammer as they are trying to escape from a spelljamming ship and into wild space and safety. And who will be the first to get through the dungeon, solving the puzzles, defeating the enemies, and raiding into the other channel to claim victory? Join us for that. And as always, if you want to roll some shenanigans and delay the other team by giving them some subs for wild magic surges, please do, and cause some mayhem over there for us, if you are Team Iwaki. And we shall see how that goes. Then, last but not least, because Daisy there in chat will be joining myself and our other friends for Candlekeep Mysteries. Cannot wait to jump back into that. Right, that'll bring us into next week, when Sunday night, Monday morning, we have our new evil campaign, The Hunger of Ithrin, and that'll bring us round to this corner of Faerun and dealing with this particular hag that we are going to be visiting next week. Okay, thank you everyone, absolute pleasure as always. Let us close up that giveaway now. I think Daisy was the last one in there, so you see that's all logged in. Oh, no, see, this is where we check. Sometimes OBS is like, I'm not gonna put her there in there now. I'm gonna ignore that. Quick refresh here. There we go. Okay. Right, so everyone, good luck with this. The fantastic bundle of goodies from CCRPG is going to Rufflejacks. Congratulations, my friend. Let's double check.
Congrats.
See, I told you Rufflejacks. I mixed Rufflejacks won something on Saturday, and I mixed it up and thought they'd won the Monday bundle, this bundle. I was like, don't worry, Rufflejacks, there's other chances this week to win it. And lo and behold, congratulations, Rufflejacks. You will be getting the bundle as promised. Okay, fantastic. Right, if you would like a chance to win the same bundle, do join us for our other streams this week. All of them will be giving away this product. So jump in on that if you want another chance. Okay, thank you, my friends. Absolute pleasure as always. Let's head off a raiding. See who's on at the moment. Any of the stream team, I wonder? Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Nope, none of the stream team are on. But our friends over at the Grouch Couch are streaming at the moment, so let's raid into them and see how they're doing. You know how it goes, friends. Stick around for that raid if you've got to let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi!
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.